5:03 this morning, President Trump has deployed hundreds of federal law enforcement to the streets of Washington, D.C., with National Guard members set to join them by the end of the week. The president argues there's a crime emergency, but the city's mayor says crime is decreasing. President Trump is also preparing to sit down with Russia's president in Alaska at the end of the week for what he's calling a feel-out meeting. Bradley Blackburn has more.
For the first time in U.S. history, police in the nation's capital are now under federal control. President Trump says he's also deploying hundreds of National Guard troops to the city this week, claiming there's a spike in violent crime.
We're going to take our capital back. We're taking it back.
But D.C.'s Mayor Muriel Bowser pushed back with data showing crime has dropped 26% since this time last year.
While this action today is unsettling and unprecedented, I can't say that given some of the rhetoric of the past, that we're totally surprised.
White House and congressional sources say the move, which sparked protests, is expected to last 30 days. The president is also threatening to expand his crime crackdown to other U.S. cities. All this comes days before President Trump is set to meet with Russian President Vladimir Putin in Alaska.
I'm going to be telling him, you got to end this war. You got to end it.
The president has called Friday's summit a, quote, feel-out meeting. He says he'll be able to tell in minutes if Putin is serious about reaching a peace deal with Ukraine, though he also says a final deal can only be reached between Putin and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. Zelensky says he believes Putin plans to play up Friday's meeting as a victory, while citing new intelligence that shows Russia could be planning for more military attacks. President Trump says he plans to speak with Zelensky after his meeting with Putin.
Now, there are also new developments in President Trump's on-again, off-again trade war with China. Yesterday, he signed an executive order to delay steep reciprocal tariffs on Chinese products for at least another 90 days. While the two other countries work on a longer-term trade deal, U.S. tariffs on Chinese goods will remain at 30%, while China says it'll maintain a 10% levy on U.S. products.